how much time before there's regular travel back and forth to Mars, roughly? Like a real civilization on Mars?
Well, I think it's going to take a while to build a real civilization. The threshold that really matters is, do we have enough resources on Mars such that if the spaceships from Earth stop coming,
You could survive.
Yeah.
Elon Musk, the visionary behind Tesla and SpaceX, has done it again, but this time he's reaching back thousands of years for inspiration. In a shocking announcement, Elon revealed his most ambitious project yet, a modern-day ark, not for surviving floods, but for humanity's survival in space. He's calling it Project Genesis, a spacecraft designed to carry life as we know it into the cosmos. Inspired by the ancient story of Noah, Elon's ark is his answer to the growing threats of climate change and global instability. But can a story as old as time hold the key to humanity's future? And will Elon Musk's audacious plan succeed where others have failed? Stay tuned to uncover how one man's vision could redefine our place in the universe. It all began when Elon was spending time at his private retreat in Texas, overlooking the vast desert landscape. Known for his tireless work ethic and insatiable curiosity, he had been delving into various historical texts in search of inspiration for his next project. It was during this period that he stumbled upon the story of Noah's Ark. The ancient narrative struck a chord with him, not because of its religious undertones, but because of its allegorical significance in the face of existential threats. Elon's perspective was clear. Earth is humanity's cradle, but it's also becoming increasingly fragile. Climate change, overpopulation, and global unrest are pressing issues. And while initiatives like Tesla and SpaceX aim to address them, Musk believed a backup plan was crucial. The ark he envisioned wasn't just about survival. It was about ensuring the continuity of human knowledge, culture, and life itself. His idea? A massive spacecraft capable of carrying not just people, but also genetic material, seeds, and cultural artifacts, essentially a microcosm of Earth, into space. He named it Project Genesis, a nod to both beginnings and the story's origins. Elon unveiled Project Genesis during a highly anticipated press conference at SpaceX headquarters. Dressed in his usual understated style, he began with a stark statement. Earth is beautiful, but it's vulnerable. If we don't plan for the unimaginable, we risk everything. What followed was a presentation unlike any other. Elon described a spacecraft larger than anything humanity had ever built, equipped with state-of-the-art technology. It would house a self-sustaining ecosystem, complete with advanced hydroponic farms, water filtration systems, and artificial intelligence to monitor every aspect of its operation. But what truly captured the audience's attention was Elon's declaration. This isn't just science fiction, it's a necessity. And if Noah could build an ark thousands of years ago with primitive tools, there's no reason we can't build one today, with the entire universe as our destination. The announcement sparked a global frenzy. Scientists, philosophers, and theologians alike weighed in. Some praised Elon's vision as a bold step toward ensuring humanity's survival in the face of impending disaster. Others dismissed it as another of his outlandish ideas, pointing out the astronomical costs and the sheer complexity of building such a spacecraft. Social media erupted with debates. Memes flooded the internet, comparing Elon to Noah, and even jokingly photoshopping him with a long beard and robe. Late-night talk shows poked fun, calling the project Musk's Ark. But beneath the humor lay a serious undercurrent. People were beginning to question whether humanity truly needed such a contingency plan. Even Elon's closest advisors were split. Some saw the Ark as a distraction from his other ventures, while others recognized its potential to cement Musk's legacy as the ultimate innovator. But Elon, as always, remained undeterred. Elon assembled a team of the brightest minds from SpaceX, Tesla, and Neuralink, as well as experts from NASA and international space agencies. The blueprint for the Ark was ambitious. It would house 100,000 passengers, carefully selected through a global lottery and a rigorous screening process. Genetic material from millions of species would be cryogenically preserved on board. Advanced AI systems would govern the ship's ecosystem, ensuring sustainability for centuries. The Ark would launch into orbit, eventually heading to a pre-identified exoplanet capable of supporting life. But Elon emphasized that this wasn't about abandoning Earth. "This isn't an escape plan," he said. "It's an insurance policy." As work on Project Genesis began, cracks in the ambitious plan started to show. Critics pointed out ethical dilemmas like who would get to board the Ark and who would be left behind. Environmentalists argued that the billions being funneled into the project could be better spent saving Earth instead of fleeing it. Even Elon began to face doubts. Late at night, surrounded by blueprints and prototype models, he found himself wondering if humanity was ready for such a monumental undertaking, or if they even deserved the second chance this Ark would provide. But Elon wasn't one to back down from a challenge. If Noah had waited for everyone's approval, he thought, the Ark would have never been built. What challenges lie ahead for Elon and his modern-day Ark? Will humanity embrace this bold vision for survival, or will it be torn apart by controversy and doubt? Stay tuned as the story of Project Genesis unfolds, exploring the limits of human ambition, resilience, and faith in the face of the unknown. As work on Project Genesis ramped up, the challenges only grew. Elon Musk, known for his unyielding optimism, began to face the reality of the project's daunting scope. The Ark wasn't just a spacecraft, it was a lifeline, and lifelines couldn't afford to fail. But time was not on their side. Global crises were escalating. Unprecedented heat waves, floods, and geopolitical conflicts made headlines daily. The sense of urgency surrounding the project intensified, and more people began to see Project Genesis as less of a vanity project and more of a necessary gamble. Yet, the question loomed, could it be completed in time? Elon's team faced countless setbacks. Materials for the Ark structure were delayed due to supply chain issues. Prototypes of the self-sustaining ecosystem failed under stress tests, and political leaders began demanding input on the project. Every failure felt like a crack in the foundation of Elon's faith in the mission. One of the most controversial aspects of Project Genesis was the selection process. With limited space on board, the team had to decide who would join the mission. Elon proposed a global lottery system, ensuring fairness. Yet even this wasn't without criticism. The wealthy argued that their resources entitled them to a seat, while world leaders demanded their nations be prioritized. Meanwhile, everyday citizens protested, fearing the lottery was rigged. Elon addressed the backlash in a rare interview. "This isn't about wealth or power, it's about giving humanity a chance to start anew. The people we select need to represent the best of us, our diversity, our resilience, our creativity." To add a personal touch, Elon promised to leave his own fate to the lottery. If selected, he would go. If not, he would remain on Earth to face the unknown with everyone else. Despite the setbacks, the Ark's construction progressed. Towering over the Texas desert, the spacecraft began to take on its intended shape, a massive, gleaming vessel designed to carry humanity's future. Engineers marveled at the scale of the project. Its interior resembled a futuristic Eden with lush hydroponic gardens, advanced water systems, and even artificial sunlight to mimic Earth's conditions. During one of his routine inspections, Elon stood silently in the ship's central hub, looking up at the glowing panels that simulated a clear blue sky. For a brief moment, he felt the weight of it all. The lives depending on this vessel, the faith placed in his hands, and the echoes of the ancient story that had inspired it. "What if I fail?" he muttered under his breath. Standing nearby, one of his lead engineers, a woman named Dr. Amelia Hayes, replied softly, "Noah didn't build the Ark alone. He had faith and a purpose. So do you." Her words stayed with Elon. He began to realize that this project wasn't just about science or survival. It was a test of humanity's ability to hope and believe in something greater, even in the face of insurmountable odds. As the Ark neared completion, disaster struck. A freak storm, fueled by the very climate change the project sought to mitigate, swept through the construction site. High winds toppled cranes, floods destroyed key systems, and the Ark itself sustained critical damage. Elon arrived on site to assess the situation, his usual calm exterior replaced with visible frustration. He stood in the pouring rain, surveying the wreckage. For the first time in years, he felt the sting of defeat. Maybe this is a sign, he thought. Maybe humanity isn't meant to have a second chance. But just as doubt began to take root, something unexpected happened. Hundreds of volunteers, engineers, workers, even local residents showed up to help. They worked through the night, salvaging materials, repairing damage, and ensuring the project stayed on track. Seeing their determination, Elon felt a renewed sense of purpose. This isn't just my mission, he realized. It belongs to all of us. Finally, the day arrived. The Ark, now fully restored and operational, stood ready on its launch pad. Thousands gathered to witness the historic moment, while billions watched live broadcasts around the world. Elon, ever the showman, took to the stage for one final address. Humanity has always faced challenges, he began. We've endured wars, disasters, and setbacks. But what has always defined us is our ability to adapt, to innovate, and to believe. Today, we take a step into the unknown, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. This Ark isn't just a ship. It's a testament to our hope, our resilience, and our faith in the future. With that, the countdown began. As the engines roared to life, the ground trembled, and the Ark ascended into the sky, carrying with it the hopes and dreams of humanity. As the Ark entered orbit, Elon and his team monitored its systems from mission control. The launch had been flawless, and the spacecraft was on course for its destination. For Elon, this wasn't the end of the journey. It was the beginning. He knew that the Ark's success wasn't guaranteed. The challenges ahead would be immense, and the future uncertain. But for the first time in a long while, he felt at peace. Back on Earth, people watched as the Ark disappeared into the stars. Some cheered, others wept, but all were united in the knowledge that, against all odds, humanity had dared to believe in the impossible. Elon Musk's modern-day Ark wasn't just a spacecraft, it was a symbol of hope, and a reminder that even in the darkest times, faith and innovation can light the way forward. So, what do you think? Could humanity really pull off something as ambitious as this? Or is the story of Noah better left in the past? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.